show my multiplayer stuff. I played this a lot back in the day on the 360 in 2007. It's a good game. It's a really good game. But the online here had its own sort of setup of like Ghost Recon, was really good. The first game was quite similar as well. I wanted to show my guy because I think this is what it was before. I don't know if this is the default. If it's the default, fair enough. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't. My setup for like the rifleman. I used to have the balaclava. I do remember that. And class gear. So like my rifleman, yeah, had the silent scar on that. I do sort of remember liking that. I did do dabble in my AK-47 just to take just single shot like I did in the story there. I just used to really like using that online. That was good fun. I can't remember that. Is that like a thermal optic or something? I'm not too sure. Didn't really use any of these. That was very popular online. I didn't really like it. Didn't really use any of these smaller guns. MPXs, aren't they? RX4. That was popular, I think. Especially that silent. That was an alternate silence weapon that was very popular. I never really used it. I think that's a burst gun. That can be quite good. But yeah, that was definitely a favourite and popular with some of the keen beans in this game. And the original one, the carbine, is really good as well. But I think it was that and the AK and single shot, really. And I think maybe this one was pretty good as well, if I remember. Such a long time ago. But then if I used the Grenadier, it's got the grenade launcher. Oh, you gotta love it. I think that was a big thing back in the day, was noob tubes. Big thing back in the day. Good fun with that. Good fun. Could we change the appearance on the... That's just the headgear, right? Okay, yeah. Automatic rifleman, yeah, just the... that MK48, yeah. Generally the best one, I think, or one of the best ones. You can just go absolutely mad with it. And then the marksman, I was surprised to see I had this, and it must have been the better one in the day. And I used it briefly in this trial, and it was very good. But it wouldn't be coming back to it, wouldn't be the one I'd use. But yeah, it's very nice. It sounds good as well. We can have a quick go at one of these missions. I can't guarantee it will go very well because it's quite hard, but we can dabble. Yeah, I used to spend hours playing this game. Absolutely hours playing it. Really good fun. And there's again when everyone had a microphone, so it was always quite interesting the amount of people you would find on playing on this. We'll go with what my recommended setup here is. That's what I used to obviously run, silence up. I think when you get into the sweaty era, this is literally hasn't been changed since I last played it on the 360, you know, so it's, you know, that era, 2007. But as soon as I saw my guy here, I was like, oh, this is it. This is obviously what I played more than the single player. You played the single player for a bit like we did, and then this was actually the main game. Oh, even then, this feels so much better than the story. Even though the story looked better, this feels better already. Just the speed of it. This was so fun on multiplayer. So good. I distinctively remember one lobby, one late night, and I had a kind of a group of people playing this, which were really good fun. But I remember one guy in like a lobby between a game saying, "I'm going to get you with the paw of the tiger." And me and my friend just cracked up for like the next like entire rest of that night, just talking about how this guy's paw of the tiger is going to get us all. Like, it got to the point everybody started saying the paw of the tiger. And I just, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those weird things I just distinctively remember. It was just like some random guy like cursed the lobby, and then before you know it, like I don't know. It was just so funny. It was so funny, and I can't, as I say, I can't really remember why. I just remember it was paw of the tiger, and we just couldn't stop laughing for days about it. I think it's his voice. Can I put this on single shot? Yeah, I can. Nice. And if we hold LB, we can lean, like you can in Rainbow Six. But this was kind of the last Ghost Recon I played, really. Which is a bit sad. I don't know what kind of happened. I had 360s and they died, and I moved on to the PS3, and I guess PS3 hasn't really got anything kind of like this. I played a lot of Uncharted, I suppose. I went and played Uncharted and The Last of Us a lot online. That was a game I played online on the PS3 a lot. That was really good fun. The Last of Us multiplayer. Also, I can't zoom in actually. I can't use my scope, or at least it's not the same as single player anyway. Oh, this still feels really good. Looks wise, obviously, it can be said, but it is what it is. I'm gonna probably get absolutely wrecked here in a minute, but we'll see what we can do. I miss those days of gaming. The 360 and the early days of Xbox, looking back on it, were a very, very good time in gaming. I was really excited coming to the PC recently, and in the last year or so, but this whole PC Master Race thing, well, that in itself is the problem, but playing console so long, and particularly having gamed in this era, nothing prepared me for the quantity of cheating in this era of PC gaming. I don't think it's always been like that. It might be, I don't know, and I just haven't been used to it, but I think this free-to-play games and being competitive and new generation coming into it and wanting it just to be, you know, have a good time with some friends, and the cheats don't really cost a lot. I think it's just brought on a different generation of gamers, basically. I don't know what I'm meant to be doing here. Something. Oh dear. Dying, apparently.
There's only one more encampment to take out now.
Ah, right, just take out the campers. Okay. But yeah, to then have basically a lot of multiplayer, because the point of multiplayer is to compete against you. Use your awareness, your skills. Yeah, there's some things like the monitor and the graphics card that will separate you maybe by minuscule amounts, but for the most part it's your skill. But as soon as someone has got an advantage over you through the means of, say, wall hacks, or you know, just being able to basically have a radar and see exactly where you are, even if you're off the radar, you know, it basically, the playing field is no longer even. And it's that kills the fun. There's no fun. Why would you want to play against someone that's just going to have a significantly bigger advantage? I got grenades, so another grenade will do it. Probably not. But no, I don't know. I tried competing for a year or two on some stuff, and admittedly with a significant disadvantage on an old TV, and initially on an old graphics card, a lot of other handicaps I've had, and I've got like a nice setup now, that to the point I can tell that yes, it helps, but that still isn't the problem, and it never was the problem. And even learning mouse and keyboard, again, that's not the problem. The problem is literally cheaters. Oh, now I can, oh, you just have to do it without aiming. So you just click in the thumbstick. You can go to the old school Ghost Recon mode. Nice, because Ghost Recon never used to be... It just used to be this. It just used to be a red dot, and you never used to see a character or anything. I think I was on the N64. I think I rented it. I don't think I bought it. I think I rented it, and it was alright, but it wasn't for me. I think I had an uncle that really, really liked it at one point back in that era, but that was a long time ago. Cool, I'm going to leave it there. Mute bit aside, I don't know if I'm going to be able to edit the muted bits out, but it didn't really miss much. There was one bit I was just gorging on the silver in the skyline. That was quite funny, that was in the game. And another one where I think I did one of the night missions, and at the beginning, what I was talking about was how I'd pre-done that mission as when I first boot this up like about a few days ago after purchasing it again, because these 360 games are still very cheap. But after booting up again, that was like the first mission I played, and I was like, oh yeah. So I'd already had an idea where I was going and what was going to happen on that map, but everything else was a definite refresh. So cool. If you like this video, please leave a like. It's kind of long. I'll probably see if I can edit a bit of it, but I'm going to do more of this. I'm going to play the Splinter Cell series. I'm going to probably play more of the Ghost Recon series. I've got Wildlands on the PC to play. Whether I'll get any of the others in between, I'm not too sure. And I won't be able to probably do a long play as much like this, but we shall see, because I think that's a lot more free roam, isn't it? That's the word. So cool. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. I was going to say something else, but it is what it is. I appreciate it. Bye.